Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa buddhang dhammang sanghang namassami. Homage to the Triple Gem and welcome to one and all who are here and also who are joining online. So today we'll be discussing about as you know, some of you have been regularly coming for the Sunday discourse. Some of you have been attending Sunday discourse for quite some time. And the Mahamangala Sutta, Lord Buddha has said that timely, if you listen to the spiritual discourse, Dhamma Discourse, that itself is a great blessing. And there are certain benefits listening to the Dhamma Discourse. So we'll talk about those benefits. Lord Buddha has said there are these five benefits listening to a spiritual discourse. So the first one is to, for example, now people when they come or when they hear the discourse, they come to know about certain things that they may not have heard. Some of the points, some of the things, some of the issues connected with our lives that they have not heard. Now we say here, every time we give a discourse, generally we say about the nature of our life. What is the nature of our life? Impermanence is the nature of our lives. Things are subject to change. All things are. So impermanence is a nature of our lives. So, but most people, as they live in their day-to-day lives, there is not much wisdom about impermanence. In fact, there is no knowledge about impermanence per se amongst the people. So like this, when you come here and you hear a discourse where you will hear about the impermanence, changing nature of this body, changing nature of this mind. As you were trying to meditate just sometimes before. Sometimes your mind is peaceful, it can see the breath. Sometimes your mind is not peaceful, it cannot see the breath. It goes here and there. So the mind is changing. Mind isn't fixed or permanent. This isn't something you can pinpoint and say, this is my mind. What is your mind? Which one, what was 1 second before or now or 1 second after? Which one do you call your mind? My mind as such? No. It's changing phenomena. It's just a mental process. Body also like this. You sit down, you feel in a certain way. You sit down, you feel good. After you sit down in the same posture for 10 minutes, 20, 30, 50, 40, 50 minutes, you don't feel good. Pain comes, discomfort comes. So the changing nature, for example, of the body and the mind, changing nature of all phenomena, not just this body and the mind, everything, all things that exist here, all things in the human realm or any other realm, whether within whatever can be experienced through the senses, everything subject to change. So like this, when we listen to a Dhamma discourse, we come across something valuable, something we haven't heard earlier. So some words of wisdom that did not come to us earlier, now we come to know about this. This is the first benefit of listening to the Dhamma discourse. Then second, because say now we're talking about the impermanence. Now when we talk about the impermanence is not a theory. When we talk about anicca, and what impermanence does, when we talk about impermanence, changing, body is changing, Mind is changing. Our internal things are changing. Our external things are changing. People sometimes say, why did it change? They try to resist the change. But there is nothing to resist the change. Change is universal. Sometimes, say, for example, if we tell all people, even the newborn baby itself, will become old and aged and incapable of moving around and bedridden. Sometimes people say, well, why is it? Why? Will it happen like this? They don't want to listen to this. But that's with all people. Even the baby that is born today, just now, shall be like this. If it lives long enough, it shall be old. It shall be bedridden, filled with sickness and suffering, will not be even move. Sometimes it will go so bad that that baby itself, when it becomes old, will not be able to move one single hand. You have seen, or you have all seen old people, no? But those old people were also young people at some point of time, right? They didn't become old from their mother's womb, right? They were also babies at one point of time. Then they gradually, because they were subject to aging, it came to like this. So this word of impermanence, what it implies? When it is impermanent, it is going to be unsatisfactory. People, when they join a new job, for example, they get a new job, or they get admission into some good universities or anything. They're excited. Oh, this is a new job. This is a new course that I'm joining for, and such things. It's good. But then don't be too excited, because after some time you will be bored of the same course or the same office or the same job. It's bound to be. That's the way things are. Whether you like it or don't like it, that's your problem. That's perfectly your problem. It's not anybody else's problem. That's your ignorance. When you like it too much, it's your ignorance. Then you dislike it too much, that's also your ignorance. You don't really look at things correctly. You don't really look at impermanence. This will also change. Bound to be like this, So we hear certain things which are good, which are useful, which are valuable, which can change the course of our lives. But when we recognize this impermanence, for example, when you recognize it truly with wisdom, acknowledge it in everything in and around us, take it as the basic fundamental principle of our life, then we don't have to be so worried. Whatever is changing, we will acknowledge this will also change. Good things will change. Bad things will change. Nothing is fixed here. Good things, no need to be so hung on them. No need to be so, no need to be grasping it so tightly. And when the bad things come, no need to fight with it so badly, because none of them are really going to stay with us. Good things go away after some time. Bad things go away after some time. Nothing is really yours. So knowing, that is the first point. Come to know about something that is valuable. Then as you hear it, for example, you come here for the first time and you hear about the impermanence, changing nature of our body, our mind, our lives, everything. You hear it one time. And then you come here repeatedly. Hear it again and again. Contemplate on this point of impermanence. Meditate on this point. See how the change is happening with the body. See how the changing happening with the mind. See it again and again. Understand. Then this, not just you know something good and important, you also understand it deeply when you hear to the discourse. That is the second benefit. Hearing, knowing, and then understanding. Deeply understanding what we have heard. Getting a deeper meaning, going to the deeper meaning. And then when we go to the deeper meaning, say for example, For example, when you come here and we say all things are impermanent, all things are subject to change, you hear it, you believe it, sometimes you don't believe it because you're ignorant. That is because of your ignorance, your not knowing, your lack of deeper wisdom. But as you keep looking at it, contemplating about it, trying to understand it deeper and deeper, as you keep understanding it deeper and deeper, finally, as you recognize the impermanence by yourself, within yourself, in everything in and around yourself, and within ourselves, outside ourselves. As you recognize this, then this deeper wisdom as it arises, then this doubt will not be there. Will things change? Will things not change? Will they change? Will they not change? Will these people be like this? Will these people not be like this? Yeah? I keep saying this. People, when they have children, and then their children are small, they love their children. But then after growing up, the same very children they fight with. Why? Because neither at the beginning nor subsequently they had any wisdom about the change. It had to be like this only, no? But there's nothing unusual about it. There is nothing unusual that it shall not be like this. Nothing unusual about it. Because parents also change, children also change. And so someday their ideas match, someday their ideas do not match. That's absolutely the way things are. If we are wise people, we don't break our heads with this. We don't. But then we have no wisdom. That's why we break our heads. Parents complain, our children don't listen to us. Children complain, our parents don't understand us. But that's how things has to be. There's no other way of looking at it. There's no other way of looking at it. So one has to, this doubt, when people look at their small children, they don't really recognize these very small children of ours, after growing up, they will fight with us. They don't. But when you know the impermanence, they will change. I will also change. Today, maybe it's okay, but tomorrow our ideas may not match. It's fine. That's fine. That's the way things are. We don't need to kill each other. We don't need to break our heads. That's the way things are. So the doubt, ultimately, if you have the doubt, will it be, will it not be, will it change, will it not change? Then your doubt will not be there. You will know, it will change. Good things, it will change. Bad things, it will change. Happy things, it will change. Sad things, it will change. Then you are not so bothered. The problem with the people is not that they have happiness and suffering. That's not the biggest problem, that they have happiness and suffering. We all have happiness and suffering, but that's not the biggest problem. We are stuck on happiness and suffering. That's the biggest problem. If there is a coin lying on the road, there's any 5 rupee coin, 10 rupee coin, whatever it is, it is lying on the road. You go by walking, you see that. If you don't pick it up, you don't pick it up. It just lies there. It just lies there. You look at it, you go away. Finish. No problem. When you pick up the coin, whatever coin that is, can you do like this? That you pick up just the one side of the coin and not the other side of the coin when you are picking it up? Is it possible to do like this? You pick up the head and don't pick up the tail. Can you do like this? Can anyone do like this? That's not possible. Happiness and suffering are just like this. When you try to grasp at one thing, other thing will also necessarily follow. That's the way it is. You are hung on success, you will be depressed in failure. But if you are at ease with the success, it will be there for some time and it may change into something else. Then you are at ease. If success goes away, you are at ease. So that's the wisdom. And that comes from where? When we truly recognize our doubts go away. That's the third benefit. Then we truly recognize. Then we don't have a doubt. We don't think, this is a good thing. This will remain with me, right? No. I am healthy. I'll always be healthy, right? Huh? Is it truly? Good health and sickness, are they very different things? Have you asked yourself like this? Good health and sickness, are they very different things? They're just the two sides of the same coin. Where does the sickness arise? In this body. Where do we say good health? In this body. In the same body. So if the body changes, we call it sickness. And then it further changes, we say again the health is good. And then it further changes, we call it sickness. It's in the same body. The body is undergoing the change. You eat the food, the same food that you eat every day. Someday you digest it, someday you cannot. Someday your stomach is bad. Some other days you digest it. Similar type of food only you were eating, So that's why? Because good health and sickness are same. No different. They're just two sides of the same coin. So but I have never heard of people complaining about the good health. Oh, it's so unpleasant. So I'm so unhappy that my health is good. I have never heard people saying like this. But I have heard people complaining about their sickness a lot. I'm sick, I'm unwell, I'm unable to do this, I'm unable to do that, I don't feel good about it. That's what people don't have. They don't really recognize good health and sickness are just same, changing nature of the body. There is nothing to fight with it. It has to. Body is now good, then it changes, it becomes bad. Now bad, then it may change again. So if you have sickness, there are only two consequences. There are only two consequences of your sickness. What are the two consequences, probable consequences? Either you get better or you die. Simple. Either you get better or you die. That's all. Either you will be cured of the sickness or you will die. Simple. It is as simple as this. But then when we say you die, then your head breaks apart. What is it? I die. But are you going to live forever anyways? Anybody sitting here in this hall, outside this hall, in this city, in this country, in this world, going to live forever? Please come forward. Nobody. No fellow is going to live forever. That's fundamental nature of this body. But are we okay with getting cured and dying? Both. Are we okay with both? We are not. Why? We don't have the wisdom again. We don't really see we see this is my body. It is your body, right? Huh? It is your body. Then if it is your body, then you can say my body should be healthy always. My body should be strong always. My body should be young always. You can say like this, no, your body, right? Can you? Can anyone? Even if they say body listens to it or what? Huh? It doesn't. So it's not your body, it's just his body here. So the doubts will go away gradually as you listen to the discourses. Then once views are straight, when your doubts will go away. Now people have a lot of ideas, views about themselves. My life, if it happens, this is good. If it happens, this is bad. I say good and bad both have the same value. What is their value? They run away. Good things, run away. Bad things, run away. They don't really stay with you. But then your view is good things are good, they should stay with me. Bad things are bad, they should not come to me. That's your view. But that's not the truth. That's wrong view. When we think like this, it's just wrong view. Good things, pleasant things are good. They must stay with me. Why should they go away? unpleasant things are bad, why should they come to me? But that's not the world. World is good things come, they run away. Bad things come, they also run away. Equally. Same. So then, as you understand this, as your doubts are cleared, then your wrong view, good things should come, pleasant things should come and stay, unpleasant things should never come and always go away. This will not be there. Then you will not go run. If good things come, you appreciate it. This is good thing, but it will also change after some time. And when it changes, you are okay with it. When bad things come, you are not perturbed. You are not bothered. You are not going to break your head. You're not going to be depressed as hell. This has come. This is also like those good things which came and went away. This is also another thing. Another thing that has come and will go away. That's all. So your wrong views about permanence. Thinking things are permanent, that's a wrong view. Thinking things are satisfactory, that's a wrong view. Thinking things that have an essence in themselves, that's a wrong view. Those wrong views will gradually go away. So that's the fourth benefit. Your views will become straight with wisdom. And then when your views are straight, then your mind is serene. Then your mind is peaceful. Then it does not struggle unnecessarily. Your mind is serene, peaceful. Why? Because then you don't struggle internally. You don't struggle internally. People have a lot of struggle internally. More than externally, internally they have struggle. When people say, this thing in my life is not good, that thing in my life is not good, this should be like this should not be like this. When we think like this, our mind is always struggling, trying to push away things, trying to grasp at things, always struggling. We don't really see it that way because we haven't meditated enough. Our mindfulness and wisdom is not good enough. But if you really develop your mindfulness and wisdom, you will see it's like a burning fire all the time. It's like a burning fire. Our likings and dislikings, to grasp at things with liking and to grasp at things with disliking, it's like a burning fire all the time. Every day, every moment, 24 hours. You can get rid of the external fire, but you cannot get rid of the internal fire because our mind hasn't developed the right wisdom. Our view is wrong. We are grasping at things with wrong views all the time. So that's why the mind inside, it's always like a burning fire. Day in and day out. Young people and old people and educated people and uneducated people, or rich people and poor people, city people, village people, Americans, Indians, Chinese, it's all the same. It's all the same. People, only one thing can make a difference. If we have the wisdom, the true wisdom which resides in our heart, which has been established and stays in our heart, knowing things as they really are, or we don't have it. That's all. If we have the wisdom, if our view is straight, based on wisdom, knowing things as they really are, then there is no fire. Then it is cool, peaceful. Then wherever you go, like people, say for example, this is a Telangana state. So the main primary language, official language is Telugu. And so all the signboards and here and there and so many things will be written in Telugu. So people come from outside, another state. They cannot read and write Telugu language. So wherever they go, look at this one signboard. What is it written? Again, mind confused, agitated. Again, the another place they go, what is it written? Mind is confused, like this. So every time we see, oh, what is written? What is written? What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? Like this, no? So then mind is always never at peace. But then later on, if you learn how to read and write the language, okay, how to read and write, then wherever you go, okay, it is written, it is the meaning of this. That's all. No big deal. Similarly, if we have the wisdom, then wherever we go, to whosoever we meet, good people or bad people or helpful people or unhelpful people, or good situations or bad situations, whatever it is, our mind is at ease. Then because there is no fire left within, fire of greed, fire of hatred, fire of ignorance, that has gone away. So that's why our mind becomes serene, peaceful, at ease. So if we are eating the tasty food, it is at ease. If we are eating something which is not tasty at all, it is still at ease, same ease. Because this isn't really permanent or stable, or I or me or mine. Neither the tongue, nor the taste, nor the feelings that arises out of the tongue. None of them. Peaceful. So this is the fifth benefit of listening to a discourse. So what are, I tell them in brief. First one comes to know about something which is new, words of wisdom. Then one gets clarification of some things. When they repeatedly hear, they get inner clarification. Things are clarified. Then people's doubts go away. And when the doubts go away, then their wisdom, their view is straight. And when their view is straight, their mind becomes serene and peaceful, at ease. So wherever they go, they are at ease and happy. These are the 5 benefits of listening to a Dhamma discourse. We conclude here. May you be able to remember, and may you be able to practice them in your life, and ultimately develop deeper mindfulness and wisdom, and ultimately attain to the bliss of Nibbana. With this, we will conclude. Anybody has any questions? By any chance, anyone has any questions regarding this, whatever I have said so far? If you have questions, you can ask, or else we'll conclude. If no questions, then we'll conclude here. Sukhe bhaveyang ne dokha ahang nichang ahang maya hitacha me sukhe hanto majjata tachaverino imani gamma kheddamhe sattahanto sukhe sada tato parancha rajyesu Chakavale sujantano sadhu sadhu sadhu. So we'll meet again on next Sunday, same time at 6 o'clock. And people who are interested in meditation, you can come every day, 5:30 to 6:30, and on Sundays 5 to 6. You can come and meditate with us.